Awesome. Says we're live now. So let me bring up my notes real quick because oddly enough I forgot and I typed it up.
You bring up the subjects more so because I need a.
Refresher course.
I mean, no, I need a. I have it. I have it in front of me. It's on my
Okay.
phone. But this the problem. Oh snap! Snippity snippity.
All
I'm
right.
aggroing enemies that I should not be aggroing right now.
Well, let's we can start off I guess with Halo 5. It's like what did you first let's go into the 12-minute clip. Did you listen to it? The audio clip from the journalist?
The second one,
Yes.
I actually didn't listen to it.
You didn't listen to it. Okay. You got to listen to it. It actually to me do you remember the Halo 3 trailer Starry Night? You know, Matt, the two kids
Yep.
sitting in the
Yep.
grass.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's the concept I got with that auto recording. It's like that's where he started.
All right. So what's he talk about?
He just
What's
talks
the
about
gist?
it pretty much just like how like what happened like at the beginning, like Chief getting taken and getting augmented on and stuff like that, and training wise wasn't too bad. But what really got me though was I did okay. The first trailer was Spartan Lock, so I didn't even know there was two. It was a two-parter at all. I didn't know there was a two-parter. I was like, that's bullshit. When I was looking at it, I was like, that's bullshit. Seeing it, but then like,
Really?
they're like, oh well, they did another live-action trailer that they broadcasted on television, which showed Master Chief's version, but also gave us the release date of October 27th.
Right.
Uh, somebody's lying. There is two different versions of the same story, same setting, but each other saying they kicked each other's ass. The question is who's telling the truth and who's lying.
Well, I mean, it's a live action trailer. It could just be that they're using that to get people hyped up, basically. Like it's probably like we'll play the game, and if those are supposed to be the events, I mean, it doesn't mean that those are actually the events that are going to occur during the Halo 5.
So you don't think Locke is going to go head to head with Master Chief?
I think they will, but I think that's just to get you amped and be like, oh well, you know, that's it's just the advertising campaign. You know what I mean? That's how I look at that commercial. But at the same time, it did get me amped up. I mean, I can't lie. That really did get me very excited.
I mean,
I don't have you on video, by the way. I don't have any video of you.
yeah. If I'm on Twitch, I got the webcam going, so it turns off the video on Skype.
Okay, that's fine.
But if you actually go to our Twitch channel, my Twitch channel, and see it, it shows the overlay and our two cameras with our names underneath each other.
What is your Twitch name again? The Deadman.
Underscore. Yeah, it's the underscore Deadman underscore one.
The... Okay.
I'm gonna sit up in my chair.
I'm hosting you.
Yeah, you'll see it like how it's got our names and then our two.
Sure, I got you.
Yeah. Let's see. Man, it did. It got me hyped. It did. It got me hyped too. A lot. My hype train, like it's like get on board, and that's not what I wanted to do. But the beta, I thought the beta was very fun. Uh, I really loved Breakout. Did you play that at all?
Which map was Breakout? I played all the maps, but I didn't get the. I don't remember the names of them. Like I
Breakout.
don't remember the midship remake name.
No, Breakout was the game mode. That was like
Oh, the
kind of like
break.
set up like
Yeah, it was
paintball.
kind of like a. Yeah, right. It was kind of like Search and Destroy, right? Where if you're looking at a Call of Duty game, it was One Life.
Hmm.
Yeah, I liked Breakout. It definitely brought
I
that.
thought it
It
was.
definitely brought a different element of competitive play to the game, but I don't know. The game itself is amazing. Outside of Breakout, just the
Oh,
whole
definitely.
yeah, the PvP, the way the game runs is unbelievable. I just said PvP. I am
It no.
way too into this game right now. I'm not gonna lie.
No. You're fine because it's actually true. It's true. It is PvP. You are player versus player.
I've been playing too much Neverwinter. It's very bad.
The problem is with Neverwinter's, I'm more PvE
Baldur's
sided
Gate?
than I am PvP,
Right.
which happens all the time. Like in World of Warcraft, I hated PvP in World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
I
World of
hated it.
Warcraft versus this though. This is a lot better. I'm playing PvE right now, obviously. But
Yeah, I still need to level up. I'm like, what? I just got to 39.
yep. How close are you
Yeah,
to 40? Because you need to help us out with some of this stuff.
I just dinged 39, dude. I just hit it. Not even right before we started doing this. I'll be 40 in a little bit. The only problem is the area that I'm in, the frame rate drops.
Have you got to play? So there's two new games up for the Xbox One. Have you got to play Child of Light
I have not.
or the
Choco's been
pool
doing
game?
it a lot.
Yeah, they've been playing it a lot. I know. I heard it was really good. There was a lot of reviews
Yeah.
beforehand, and that as the free game of the month is really one of the better games I've seen out on the market. But with Neverwinter being here, it's just there's so much time being put into this. And then you got the pool game, right?
Which
You
I
got
haven't even attempted to
I
even.
my I have a
Those
lot of
two.
friends that bought that game, and now they're probably looking at it like, oh, I could have gotten it for free. No, it sucks.
Yeah, for me though, it's like I got them downloaded and ready to go, but Neverwinter's just been. I've been doing a lot more Neverwinter than anything else so far. Like I haven't even touched Halo since Neverwinter came out.
I played Halo a little bit still.
You played Halo a little bit?
Yeah, I keep trying to play it. I stopped playing iDub. I stopped playing all my other games basically.
You stopped playing iDub after you lost.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No, went back and played that kid again. He beat me again.
Oh damn!
Yeah, I couldn't beat that one kid. It's the first person I ever lost to, and I couldn't beat him. Normally I can rebound and find a way to beat him, but he's really good.
Now, like if you still have, like people with 360s they still get a very good pick of this month because they get 4 games.
Yeah.
They're getting Gears of War right now. Gears of War Juggernaut and I can't even pronounce the other one. Terra.
Oh, Terraria? Terraria is
Terraria.
free on not the Xbox One. It's on the 360, correct?
Correct. They're both on the 360.
Technically, they're getting 5 free games. You got Neverwinter came out, and that's hey.
I don't think Neverwinter's on 360. I think it's Xbox One.
No. I know, but the combination of all the games.
Oh yeah, true that. And then on the 16th of this month, they get
crazy.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Army of Two,
As
the
free
Devil's
games.
Cartel, as free games.
Wow, that's intense. I still have my code for Black Flag. I never even played it, and I heard a lot of great things about it.
I bought Unity
Yep, and we
for
played
like
Unity.
$18.
Right. I just wanted to play cooperatively.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
Your mic's cutting a little in and out.
I haven't played it yet.
There we go.
Well, I played it, but I haven't really I didn't dig deep into it. There's a bunch of other stuff that's just going on, and more games to play than what I want to.
Right, that's the problem.
I mean,
the system. There's a lot of games to play.
Especially not like Xbox is starting to get its ball rolling now with releases, especially the free to plays. You know, you got Smite, which is a MOBA, which is nothing but PvP, and then you have Neverwinter. Then we're gonna get World of Tanks, which I probably won't even try. I don't know yet. Have you played that on 360? Because I didn't touch it.
Some guy just jumped into me and I fell off the map.
Nice. Have you tried out World of Tanks at all on the 360?
Yes, I played a lot of World of Tanks. I played the hell out of that game. But
So then
yeah,
when it comes
I
out for Xbox One, you're gonna play it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
My mic is muted.
If that comes out on Xbox, that company that makes that game is very known for. It's one of those games that's free to play, but it's not one of the free to win games. It's not one of those games where you pay to win. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean free to win, pay to win. It's not one of those pay to win games. I can't stand. I mean, I'm sitting here playing Neverwinter right now, and that is kind of on that category of games where you could pay money to win. But this definitely has that aspect of
I've been going through
World of Tanks has that aspect where even if you're paying money, it really doesn't help you win. Excellent game.
Everything that I went through for Zen that cost money. I went through the whole store, and to me it looks just more cosmetic. Yeah, there's a couple things.
Right. That's what I'm saying too. That's why it's not so bad. But I think when you get to the later stages of the game, we won't be saying that. You know, we'll be like, "Oh, this guy paid for the greatest weapon on the planet. This legendary."
I hope that's
not the case.
Yeah.
After that point, I wouldn't even play.
Right. That happens in a lot of games.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see what else.
Ooh,
the new Gears of
War
that they're gonna be coming out with. Gears of War 4,
apparently.
Yep.
It's not coming to the Xbox 360. And there's it's like split in half, 50-50. Like Xbox 360 players think they should get it.
Right, I heard about that it's not going to be cross-platform. Oh, not cross-platform. It's not going to be on the 360. It's just going to be next gen.
Yeah, and I'm glad it's only for next gen because it's starting to get to that point now. If they're gonna do the multi-console and they're gonna do it on the 360 as well, then they hold us back. Then going forward. And that will put us out of Sony does something, that'll put us behind.
Right.
So and then also with Microsoft saying 2016 is their final year for support for the 360. Like after 2016, I don't see any games coming out for it, or any software updates. But I do believe that they need to focus on current gen. And when I say current gen, Xbox One is current gen now. That's for us. That's current.
Oh, I know.
They need to focus. A lot of people keep calling it next gen. It's not. It's current gen right now. They need to focus on that and push forward more.
Yeah, they need to focus. It is odd. I do believe in people being able to keep their, I do believe in the power of old school systems. So I know 360 is an old school system, but to be able to keep it around, to be able to keep games coming out for it. I mean, look at PlayStation 2. When PlayStation 2 was around, they had all those games continuing just unload even through even right before the. When we found out about Xbox One coming out, they're still coming out with games for the PlayStation 2. It's not like they didn't release games.
It was still a big market in Japan.
Right, it was a huge market in Japan.
Yeah, they kept
that console is one of the greatest consoles ever created. So, I mean, you can't.
You can't say much about it.
This game's killing me right now. I'm falling off the map trying to follow Joe.
Now, don't follow Joe.
No.
Now, Mortal Kombat X is doing this new twist on their DLC characters, which will actually the way it's going to be is players will be able to demo the characters before they buy them.
Okay.
And the way that's going to happen is they reveal.
They're going to. So they're doing it like Killer. They're doing it like Killer Instinct, where you buy your characters.
Yeah, exactly. You can play they'll have play week. 1 week. One character's available.
Right.
And they reveal that it's going to be their way through their tower mode. So every week or every day or something like that, there's going to be a rotation. There's going to be a new character in tower mode. So you're going to, I don't think you're going to play as them. I think you're going to play against them. So you actually get to see what the character's going to do and stuff like that. Did you see Goro's
fatality trailer?
I didn't get to see. I only got to see what the heck was it? The first one that came out there. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Goro.
Uh, Goro was like ripping people in half.
Oh yeah. I saw pictures and
stuff
too. I mean, it does look awesome.
Oh, he took Johnny Cage's
head
and like
Yeah.
imagine your head getting pushed inside your chest cavity.
Oh.
And they're not.
The play of this game is going to be similar to the last Mortal Kombat. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They're keeping it traditional.
Yeah, they're keeping it like the way it was beforehand.
Good, because when they made all those other Mortal Kombats, I was not a fan. Like when they put the weapons in and whatnot, like Scorpion had a blade and just had all these different weapons they use. I forget what it was. I forget what console that was actually on that one in particular. So there's like a Nintendo 64 or something.
No, it wasn't. It was
Xbox. It was Xbox.
Definitely after Mortal Kombat 3, it
started going downhill.
Mortal Kombat 3 had like way too many
characters though.
Way too many characters.
Yeah, they started to do that with the series from early on. Started to add.
Oh,
shouldn't.
Definitely.
The Witcher 3.
Yep.
You excited for?
I've never got to play the Witcher games, but watching gameplay of it makes me excited. It's definitely one of those games that has a lot of lasting appeal. Definitely one of those games that is just going to be really exciting to play. Just a lot of different elements. Isn't there an RPG element behind that game as well?
Yeah, there is.
And it's a big RPG element behind it.
What I like about it is I've never played any of the Witchers.
I'm gonna be new to the series. So, but I'm excited for it. But some guy tweeted the developer and asked, how long would it take for the game
to complete?
And the guy tweeted back. He was like, if he had to say, he would choose 200 plus hours. So to actually see. I mean, if you just go straight run through the main storyline and don't do anything. You're not going to get nowhere near close to that. But if you want to see everything that the game is going to do, I could see it reaching the 200-hour mark. Doing the side quests and stuff like that, not just doing the main storyline and going forward. Which people are going to do. But May 19th
for that one.
So next month. Definitely excited for that.
Excuse me.
Then oh man, Quantum Break got delayed till next year. Have you followed Quantum Break at all?
No, I have not.
I don't know much about it either. I just know it's about.
Well, here it is.
I haven't seen anything on Quantum. Is that the Tom Clancy game?
No.
Hold on.
It was actually one of the games I don't follow. It is one of the Xbox One's biggest exclusives, and it's one of the games I...
What's it called again?
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
It's a fast-paced game in which you can bind and shape time in order to survive. Master unique powers, bending and warping time to outmaneuver and outwit the enemy.
Graphically, it looks intense. Just looking at this, it looks really good. Is there any gameplay footage? Yes.
Yeah, there is. It is one of the games that is highly anticipated for Xbox One, but I just didn't follow it. It's just not
your type of game.
No,
it just seems off the radar to you.
Yeah, it was off the radar to me, which it shouldn't have been.
Who creates this? Who's the game creator?
The game creators. The creators of Max Payne and Alan Wake.
Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be nice then.
I don't know who those are.
It's coming up on the screen.
So it's definitely
gonna
help out.
But
But yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for it, and they got delayed till next year. So now I expect to see stuff coming from E3. You know, especially this game is going to be at E3. We know Halo 5 is going to be at E3. And a few more other games I'm quite looking forward to. Well, let's actually get knee deep and gritty now, and talk about what's everyone on our minds right at this point. Neverwinter. As you can see, he's lost in focus. Everybody's actually playing Never.
It's intense.
He is playing it right now.
On console, this just feels and runs so much better than it would on PC. It does on PC. It would. I can't believe how well this runs. I haven't any issues really. I've had going from server to server issues sometimes, but in server issues non-existent. Every once in a while, there's a little bit of lag where it pauses, but that's during serious moments in the game when there's way too many mobs. There's like a retarded amount of mobs. Even fighting in the dragon, when you're fighting a dragon and you have many enemies around you, many mobs around the dragon, many people in the server, and people filling up the server, maxing it out, it's still fine.
It's not really lag on my end. It's a frame rate drop. When your character cuts out and starts skipping across the screen, or you freeze, you actually drop to 0 or below 10. Start getting down to single digits. And that's where I don't have a huge. It doesn't happen a lot. But as soon as I get to this area, it's been happening way more than I like it to. Especially when I'm on the horse. I can't even think of the name of the area. It starts with a V right now.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
And it
I just got there. It's the I just finished there.
Yeah, and it happens way too much for me, especially in that beginning portion. I just collected a bunch of stuff to cook for the starving guy. What are your pros on it?
I mean, it's got a lot of lasting appeal. The gameplay, you can max out level, and then that's just half of the game, and PvE a section of the game, and then when you got PvP, it definitely takes all teamwork, and it definitely takes being playing well together. You put a good team together, you're gonna win. I go on by myself, and I can't win a PvP game. Like there'll be good players in there, and it just will not matter. You need teamwork to win. Smart players to win. So the competitive aspect behind it is pretty good for an MMO. It's pretty good. I'd have to say. And my other pros are the probably the balance. The balance of this game is really nice. A lot of people complain about the Trickster Rogue, but there's a lot of conversation about, and this is very true, about how the Trickster Rogue can put a lot of damage, but there are many classes that counteract the Trickster Rogue, and in PvE, the Trickster Rogue can't, although he can sneak up on opponents and kill somebody really fast, he's a glass cannon. He's going to die very fast if he goes into combat with anybody.
But here's the thing, though. With me, my pros are because I'm the PvE side.
No, I know you're playing Trickster Rogue, so.
And I'm the PvE side. If you know what you're doing,
you put out a lot of damage.
You put out a lot of damage.
And yeah, you're gonna as a
Trickster
Rogue
get hit. And you don't get hit.
The clerk is definitely the most needed role.
As long as the tank goes in first. Before anybody else, you should be fine. Problem is, here's my con is because this is on Xbox. A lot of people have not played MMOs. They've never, probably there's actually people who never played them. And this happened. Last night's dungeon happened a lot. Where they were consistently standing in the red zones, not rolling out of them. Getting hit by the special attacks, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and then ads. Ads would come out, and we would just start fighting the boss, and the boss still has full health, and ads will swarm us and start beating the hell out of us. Well, instead of running to the tank
like they should,
they run around
the whole map. So okay, there's two ads on the healer.
Well, I'm chasing the healer, trying to get the ads, but he's continuously running, and I can't do nothing. Don't run away. Do not. Here's my tip. Do not run away. That is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, you gotta stay and fight. That is the factor, the determining factor in any PvE fights as well as PvE, PvP.
Yeah.
Do not run
away. If you have an ad on you and you're not a tank, take it to the tank.
The tank has
the abilities to generate that threat and get it off of you. Take it to the tank.
I saw a lot of this too. A lot of people stand in front or behind the dragon during the fight.
You're supposed to stay outside.
Stand on the sides.
Pro tips over here with Deadman.
Exactly.
Stay on the sides.
The dragon will have a tail whip and it will knock you back and take a good portion of your health out. If you're in the front, you're going to get one-shotted. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's going to one-shot you. Stay on the sides of your DPS. Stay kind of off on the side and far back. As long as you're still in range for heals. And same goes for ranged DPS or ranged damage dealers. Goes for any kind of fight though. Any dragon whatsoever. Always on the side because he's going to have a tail swipe or he's going to have a fire breath that's going to one-shot you instantly.
Your cons for the game. We went too deep into strategy there, man.
I know, right?
Cons for me. Server stability.
Yep.
And the frame rate issue.
Yes.
Those are the two biggest ones.
That's the only issue that I actually have with the game.
I don't like. They only server. They only we worked on these servers one day. It's only one time they worked on it.
Yeah.
So far.
But I don't disconnect as much. But I still do. And the issue I had the other day where I couldn't even log on at all kept timing me out. I could not log on all day.
Right. There is that one issue that people were talking about. Some people did have is that not what you all you have to do is hard reset your system, but still that right there is a huge factor.
It didn't work. I hard reset it 3 times.
It did not let me log into the game.
Deadman's having issues.
Yeah, Deadman's having issues. That's why
first
I'm 39.
Right. First MMO on the Xbox One, correct?
It is the first MMO on Xbox One. It is very popular.
We can't count Destiny. Destiny is not an MMO. A lot of people want to believe that, but it is.
No, it's not. It's a online only first person shooter. It's Titanfall.
Right. Well, yeah.
Just Titanfall with RNG. I mean, I can't really say it's Titanfall. It's just an online shooter.
Yeah, you can't compare it to Titanfall.
Yeah,
it's like an RPG shooter.
Yeah, it's just
a pet. It's not the same. It's not.
It's not.
Having servers with up to like 15 people in them is not the same.
Now I'm excited how popular it took off because now we're in that range where a lot more free-to-plays are going to start looking, a lot more MMOs are going to want to build on the console. We have we only had Xbox only had one MMO ever come out, and it had 2. And it was on the 360. It was Phantasy Star, and it was Final Fantasy 11.
Yep.
Those were the only two to ever come out. And now the first one to come out is Neverwinter, which was free to play to begin with. And the next one to come out is Elder Scrolls Online.
I'm looking forward to that too.
Which is still you still got it's not a free to play. You gotta buy the game, but once you buy it, it's the same concept as Guild Wars. Once you buy it, that's it. It's yours. You go play online forever.
Right.
Until they shut the servers down.
How would you compare this game to another MMO? I've played many MMOs. Well,
I've played them all.
Played them all.
WildStar.
Yep.
World of
Warcraft,
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11, Lineage.
I played Guild Wars 1 and 2.
Guild Wars
1 and 2.
I never got to play RuneScape. I played a lot of the free MMOs back in the day, and I specifically liked Knights Online. I know it's not as well known.
I never did
RuneScape. I completely skipped it.
I
played Rift.
And I really liked Rift. Rift is really cool. Cool concepts and everything. Rift is awesome. And if I would love for them to bring it to the console as a free to play, because it's free to play now. I would love for them to bring it over to Xbox. It's just amazing. But yeah, Neverwinter is about to get another update too.
Really?
Yeah, sometime this year. I don't know. I think it's the summer or something like that. But they're going to level 70. Yeah, they're going to level 70 and stuff like that. So some new areas. Get to level 70. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try out Elder Scrolls. You know, I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully, it's fun.
I'm a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls series. I put many hours into Morrowind. I unfortunately never got to play the older ones, and I almost want to download them for PC and see how they feel. Because I know that there's one of the maps is actually 4 times the size of Skyrim.
I was at.
I can't think of what it's called.
I was at Walmart the other day. Or like last week. It wasn't the other. It was like last week. And I was looking at. I was actually in the game section, and they had the Elder Scrolls Analogy set for $30. It was on sale for $30, and it was every single Elder Scrolls ever made. From the first one through Skyrim.
What? How much was it?
$30.
What?
Yeah, from the first game to Skyrim. All Elder Scrolls. It was $30. I thought it was for PC too, and I thought about buying it. But yeah, say you have to give Neverwinter a review. So far we played it consistently nonstop since it launched on Tuesday, which was the 31st.
I have had one day of not really playing it.
Which was
at level 46.
So what would you give it out of 10 at the moment?
I'd give it an 8.5 or... Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5.
An 8.5? An 8.5?
Yeah. This game has I mean, it's got its cons. It definitely has its cons. MMOs always have their cons. I like to just say that I compare it to another game and say, hey, this game is not nearly as good as this one, or it's just slightly better than this one. World of Warcraft, to me, it just felt very repetitive. There's a lot of complaints about the way the PvE system works, and obviously the PvP. Not a lot of people are a fan of the PvP in World of Warcraft. So when I compare that to this, it's not even close to me. Because this game does have a lot of good... The gameplay on it, just all the gameplay aspects of the game are just incredible. I mean, the customization of World of Warcraft, though, does have an edge on it. And the... well, I don't know about the graphics. Granted, it's on PC, so there's a lot you can do with graphics. But...
I'm gonna have to...
Honestly, I'm gonna have to give it the exact same score. And the only thing what brings it down to that is literally the
connectivity issues. Yeah, right. This game, it just has so many great elements. There's so much you can do in this game.
But it would be if it wasn't for the disconnects and the frame rate drops. It would be a solid 9.
But even without that, to get this game for free, you know,
can't complain.
Yeah, there's no complaints on this end. That gives it, that right there bumps it up a point, you know. It's just like, you get this game, an MMO, the first one on console, and all these people are loading into play.
I had a queue. I was 230 logging in today.
Yeah, I saw that today. I did see that today.
I was
in
in
queue.
queue.
So that says a lot. That says a lot about how much the people are really the word getting out on this game. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling people about it while I was playing it. My cousin showed up at my house, and he comes over every single day just to play this game. Unbelievable.
Does he not have
an Xbox One?
Yeah, he's playing on my father's console, which makes it even funnier.
Oh yeah,
that's your. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Bumper.
Yep.
Okay.
What level is he?
He's right behind me at 45 or 44.
Okay.
I just hit 47 actually.
Damn, dude.
You're
gonna be doing in-game content.
I'm trying to slow down too. I don't want to level up. We have our own guild now, Periphery, and we already have what 25, 26 members in it. And Saul actively recruiting. That's another thing about the game that's really well put together, is being able to communicate with friends and whatnot, and be able to send equipment, and just the whole how open everything is, how everything is so connected with how connected you are with your friends. Unbelievable.
What I gotta definitely say is. This is a pro.
I went into a dungeon.
And you guys, last note of the game.
Last note.
I went into a dungeon. And this is before I was in your guys' party. And there was actually people talking.
Right. That's how I recruited. I would go into a dungeon, and I would leave my party chat, and people would be in there. And regardless if they were in a guild or not, I would say something to them, and they'd most of the time would be like, "Oh yeah, okay," you communicate. People want to communicate and play together. People love that. It's awesome that you have that. You have that. Chance to talk to people like this in an MMO. That's a great thing about consoles. A lot of people on PC don't use you can use headsets on a lot of those games, but a lot of people don't. Especially back in the day, it was really bad. No, most of the games didn't have that accessibility.
And that's again that was my biggest pro. I actually heard people talking.
It's weird to think about.
It was still a failed group, but.
That's new to us. That's new to me, but not new to you. I didn't play the 360 MMOs.
It would be nice.
It would be nice if it was. I wonder if it's. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if it's probably going to eventually be cross-platform.
PC, yes.
When Windows 10 hits, it's going to probably one of those games that's going to go cross-platform, where PC players can play with Xbox One players.
So you could be on your computer. I feel like playing on my computer today, and log into your Neverwinter character.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to cross the servers like that. That's going to be crazy.
We'll find out. And then yeah, because it's already the beginning of the month. So let's do our channel update, because we went through a rebranding. Which a lot of people don't know is from our old channel to our new channel that we started doing from scratch. Which is we call it Game Over. Which I thought was pretty good. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I like the new name.
And then there's I got so many thoughts and ideas going through my head and stuff like that, but you don't want to take on too much, because there's only me and you doing this at the moment. We had Hawken last week, and he played his DS. So that didn't really turn out too well. But I love our live shows that we do. But we need to come up with a concept of a release schedule. At least more than at least one video a week. Which is this. I think we can do something else in tour. I was testing out Let's Play. And I did a The Tall Tales Game of Thrones Episode 1 walkthrough.
Okay.
Yeah, I got zero views on that. So I don't think my Let's Play kind of sucks. Because again, I can't be on camera. And
why can't you be on camera for your Let's Play?
The
like you see, okay, you can see in the camera right here. Back here, you see my Xbox
and the Kinect.
Well, you're on
the.
The Kinect is
above my Xbox, and everything's on the wall. And then I have to sit on the bed
in order to be viewed. And it's a little higher than normal, but I can actually lower it down. The problem is because I'm sitting on the bed, and it just hurts my back after an extended period of time. Where I can't do it. I love to do it. No.
Suck it up. You can do it.
Well, I'll figure
it out.
Yeah, I know. That's all good.
What did I do? I upgraded to a brand new snowball microphone
for the videos. Gotta fix it now. What other kind of videos would you like to do?
I'd like to do a Let's Play. That's something I'd be really interested in doing. I don't know why. I heard what you said, but I still think that that's something we should get into.
Yeah, definitely.
I can definitely get into
doing Let's Plays. What's really I kind of have an idea on that, but I to break it down a little bit more. Yeah, the Let's Plays. I see potential in the Let's Plays. Problem is I just suck at them. I guess I gotta have somebody else to bounce off of. If that makes sense.
Right.
That makes any sense.
No, it does. I know what you're saying. So yeah, I mean that's the whole point of the Let's Play is to do it with multiple people and whatnot. You know, we should get 4 people together to do a Let's Play. Depends on the game we're playing on too. Neverwinter would be a great game to do, even if maybe you started second characters, because you can hold 2 characters in Neverwinter. Yeah, I mean.
The biggest event that I'm planning on doing, and I think you said you were going to join me on it, is we're going to do a coverage of E3 with the Microsoft conference. No, excuse me. So that's going to be our main one that we're going to have going, and pretty much it's going to be just like we're gonna. I'm gonna set it up to where we're gonna be talking before the conference. After that's done, I'll switch. I can switch scenes and bring up the actual conference itself, so everybody can watch. Us being quiet or muted, where they can't hear us.
Mm-hmm.
And then after it's over, we'll go back into it, back in discussion, and do a final tally and stuff like that.
That's the Let's Play. I hear you. Okay.
That's the plan for E3 at least. And that's coming up. Oh yeah, that's coming up in 3 months. June 14th. And Microsoft is always usually first to go too, which makes it nice.
So we can get it off early. Yeah, we can get that done. Get through it.
Just so everybody else knows, like we kind of will bring in all kinds of gaming, but we stick to what we're playing as. And our main platform is Xbox. So like anything Xbox News related or something like that, we're pretty much going to cover. As you saw Tim, not Tim, but you saw Hawk playing his 3DS. Well, I will never personally cover any kind of Nintendo game on the channel. For they're not friendly at all to YouTubers. They're not friendly at all. They will copyright strike you faster than anything else. You put a picture of Mario on there, even if it's just for
for
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
You
You
put
put a picture of Mario on there.
they won't
They
take
won't
down
take
the
down
video,
the video,
but they'll
but they'll take your revenue from it.
If that makes
any sense.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So a lot
So
of
a lot of let's plays.
People who
And
do
badly.
Nintendo and stuff like that, it ends badly.
But they have a program
where
you can sign up
and partner with Nintendo.
The problem
is
the way it sets out is okay. You got the Nintendo program you're affiliated with. Well, no matter what, Google takes 50% whatever you make. I think it's 50. We'll just say 50. So that leaves you. Okay, so you made $100 on the video. So Google takes $50. Nintendo then takes 40% of what's left over. And you see where this goes, and you get hardly anything worth your time.
Right.
So, I'm not even going to risk it, or you take the chance.
Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe this conversation should be ended now.
Right. No. As long as I don't show
Mario, we should be fine.
We're working on some new stuff. And got an intro that I'm working on for Twitch.
Okay.
So like right before we do this live broadcast, an intro will play. Which actually
That's good. We got a lot of work coming up ahead of us then, or you do, I should say. I apologize because I'm making it sound like I'm doing so much over here. I don't have the editing skills to, or
I don't have any. This is all learning as I go. Learning as I go. That's
the beauty, though.
Yeah. So I'm having fun doing it. I'm having fun learning. And this is actually fun. Making videos is really fun. I'm not having any problems whatsoever with doing it.
Right. We already got everything out of the discussion on this, huh?
Yeah. Wasn't a big news week for Xbox.
I mean, no, that's not true. I mean, you got to look at it this way. We had so many free games. And that's another discussion I actually want to talk about real fast is how much do you think this promotes people to spend more money on the marketplace? How do you think this affects Microsoft's just the marketing? Is this a good marketing tactic? Is this a good marketing tactic, or is this just a poor decision by Microsoft?
It's excellent.
I think it's a good decision too.
I mean, you go to Neverwinter's add-ons. They sell. Microsoft sells Zen as DLC.
How so?
If you go to add-ons on your Xbox and go to the store and go to add-ons, there's Zen all the way down, up to $200 worth.
Yeah, well, I mean that's Neverwinter. I mean, just the 2 games a month and the games on 360 as well. All these games they're throwing at us. I haven't turned on my 360 to download these games yet. I mean, I own Terraria. Terraria is an excellent game. It doesn't have as good a lasting appeals as a Minecraft game. Could have done a lot better on the RPG aspect. But I mean, it was just a game they came out with, and they didn't. I think they could have put a lot more into it, but I don't think their main concern was with that game. The company that created it. Otherwise, there would have been a lot more. But what was the other game that came out on 360?
Gears of War, right?
Or not Juggernaut, Judgment.
So I'm thinking Juggernaut.
Good decision. It's a good decision. You're looking at games that have been out for a while. People have already way past spending money on it.
And here's what everybody's complaining about is why are we not getting Rise, Son of Rome or stuff like that on Xbox One? Is because they're not that old.
Yeah, they're really not. The system hasn't been out that long. I knew you were going to bring that up too, bro. They're not really that bad.
And the games that we do get, they're good. They're good. They're not like fantastic.
Right, they're more like indie games.
Yeah, they're not horrible. There's been a lot of fun indie games. Like you play a lot of Idar.
Yeah, I played the hell out of Idar, but it has its own tournament and it has its own competitive aspect, which is huge. I mean, that's how I look at games these days. It's just, is it going to be a single-player game? Is it going to be cooperative, or am I going to go into it to play competitively?
Right.
A lot of people love competitive. I mean, electronic arena style games are just huge these days.
If I was better, I would probably love competitive side, but I'm more of the I like to play for fun side.
That's fine.
I have a 1.2 KD in Halo, and that's as long as I'm there, I'm happy.
Yeah, who cares?
I have fun playing with everybody. So
right.
I just don't feel like getting yelled at by certain people.
Sure. That's okay. We have all our friends where people yell at each other. It's whatever. It's not yelling at. It's competitive. You're just kind of. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. That's just what competitive is. Sometimes you're just stressing the situation. Other than that, some other times you just get rage, and it's really bad.
But I have more fun in the games where it gets really close. Where it's like to 100 kills, it's 90.
Yeah, nobody wants to fly through a story of a campaign game and have it be not challenging. That's why Dark Souls games like those did so well. The whole conversation arose of, games are too easy these days, and something like Dark Souls came out based on that theory, and it made a game that was so challenging that you were forced to push, do something dramatic to make a change to do better. It definitely brought out more competitive, or just more, more grind, like you put way more effort into the game. I gotta sit up. I'm getting way too laid back right now. I'm done with that dungeon. I'm not taking the game seriously.
Apparently they came out with Hunt the Truth episode 2.
Okay.
Right now. It was posted 3 hours ago.
The Telltale.
No, the Hunt for the Truth audio
from
the journalist. The second.
You want to listen to it right now?
I guess we can.
We could. How about you? Okay.
I think it's going to come through the Twitch.
I couldn't believe it. According to the document I was looking at, John, the boy who would go on to become the Master Chief, died 41 years ago. My protagonist, the greatest hero of our time, was dead at 6. It was a major discrepancy, and I needed to find a way to fix it. I'm Benjamin Giroux, and this is Hunt the Truth.
Really taking this to another level, huh? Is that the end of it, or is it continuous?
That's the start.
Continue to hold.
They're really trying to make
it
it
obtain sufficient clearance to call the Office of Naval Intelligence. You'll be on hold for at least an hour. If you ever happen to get a call from them, you will also wait an hour. And in the end, they never unblock the video, so you just end up talking to a really crisp insignia. I am waiting to talk with Michael Sullivan, hoping he can help with a little records problem.
Continue to hold.
And it's been 85 minutes. Damn. Michael Sullivan, also known as Sully, works for the ONI in public relations. If it seems odd to you that the most secretive agency in our government has a PR department, you're not alone. But that's not something I'd mentioned to them. Besides, Sully had hooked me up with the assignment in the first place. I was grateful for the opportunity.
Office of Naval Intelligence. Public Relations.
Ben.
Hi, Sully. Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely. How are the sources?
Up until this point, I'd had no problems with the story. All my facts had been lining up nicely, but now I had an obscure document from the far reaches of the galaxy that listed John as deceased. This contradicted everything. I needed Sully to make it make sense. And thankfully, he did just that.
Welcome to the outer colonies. Nothing makes sense out there.
No, I know. It's just, I just want to make sure that I button up all the details.
And that's what you're doing. Look, Ben, it's the far reaches of space out there. And the planet you're talking about was glassed to hell. You know just as well as anybody that if there are any local records, they're a mess.
Okay, so I felt a little stupid. Sully was right. It's a real problem in the outer colonies. Planets destroyed by glassing have bad records. Every researcher knows this, and every researcher knows that questioning that fact is standard fodder for conspiracy theorists.
It's a cover-up. That's government secrecy 101.
That's a message I received last week from a man named Meshach Maradi. He's one of many truthers out there who've come out of the woodwork since I started doing this story. Apparently, he heard I was investigating the Master Chief. Meshach seems less ridiculous than most of the characters who have been filling up my inbox, but he's definitely been the most persistent. He's left me a message every day for the past 2 months. I never respond, but I did find the timing of his last message pretty funny.
Let me guess. The government is telling you that the records don't make sense because the planet was glass, right? That's what they tell you.
Technically, Meshach was right. That was what the government was telling me. But unfortunately for Meshach's theory, it was true. Glassed planets have bad records. John's childhood friend Ellie Bloom has dealt with this reality her whole life. I recalled what she'd said in her interview.
I mean, it can be hard enough out here trying to do business between planets that haven't been glassed. There's so much upheaval. Keeping track of personal records, financial documents, medical records, it's a total crapshoot.
In retrospect, I'd probably been asking for this kind of hiccup. Getting cute with the research, opening up a rat's nest of old paper records, and for what? All I dug up from slogging on my own was a few hazy kindergarten stories from Ellie and a nonsensical death record. But things were looking up. Sully had arranged a face-to-face interview with ONI Vice Admiral Gabriela Dvorak. That not only got me off-world, but it was on board the newest Autumn-class heavy cruiser, the UNSC Under the Breach. Got a private shuttle up, full luxury. They had me riding in style. When I came aboard, Dvorak even greeted me personally. Now, civilians aren't normally allowed on board an active-duty ship, let alone given this sort of attention.
Please, call me Gabrielle.
Okay. This was not the kind of hospitality I was used to. What brings you way out?
Work.
She told me she was on a detachment and in the neighborhood. I guess I lucked out. The white glove treatment continued too. Captain's mess, officers' quarters, the whole thing. By the time we finally got to her office for the interview, Dvorak could have said anything, and I'd have been thrilled. But she's the real deal, and she jumped right into it.
It was that finally moment. After all the fighting was done, I was helping lead all the prisoners out of the containers.
As a lieutenant in the UNSC, Gabriela not only took part in the ground operations that freed John and countless others from the rebel labor camps in Elysium City, but she remembered the 13-year-old as well. She described the liberation.
When you saw them, what had been done to them, you realized who you've been fighting to save. The aftermath of it. It was ugly. Everyone was streaming out into the daylight, squinting, limping, just gray, fragile, and sickly. Their backs hunched, all their eyes just staring at the ground.
That sounds like Halsey.
They looked dead.
Right.
That's when she saw John.
He was sticking out like a sore thumb.
It's Halsey.
In the middle of all of this just
Or at least the same
humanity, there's this tall, young kid walking toward me, towering over the others, his shoulders back, his eyes forward, and when he passed me, he looked right at me. Looked in my eyes. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but that eye contact coming from someone in that moment who'd been in that circumstance was shocking. He looked malnourished and dehydrated like everybody else, but he was so young. And whatever had broken all these people, it hadn't broken him.
In the aftermath, Dvorak remained stationed in Elysium City, working in the refugee camps. From the first day, John stepped up to help Gabriela with her duties. She came to know him well over the next several months.
There was a point when he told me about his parents, that they'd been abducted along with him. He didn't say much, but they didn't make it.
Her understanding was that it had gotten ugly in there. They died a couple days apart, a few weeks before the liberation. And John was there when it happened. On the rare occasion when John opened up about this, Dvorak says it was memorable.
He would get this look on his face when he talked about it. Yeah, it's hard to describe it. I'd see it on him other times too. He seemed to feel the weight of all that happened, but still. He was calm. Not angry, not desperate, just resolute. He was a remarkable young man.
Like so many people at the time in Elysium City and throughout this region of the galaxy, John had lost his home, his family, everything. People packed up whatever they had left, got out of town, and most never looked back. But Dion Govender, John's boxing coach, said many of them found a way to get some measure of closure.
We all got separated and spread out across the planet and the colonies, but some of us were able to cobble together a list of names and a kind of a memorial that grew longer as we got more information. Yeah, I remember seeing John's parents' names on the list early on, but not John. After he missed that last practice, never saw him again, but I remember thinking, that's okay. You know, as long as I never see his name on this list, that's okay. And I never did.
His will to survive left an impression on then Lieutenant Gabriella Dvorak as well.
I think John just didn't want to be a victim anymore. I remember him telling me he was going to enlist. He said he was going to make a difference. I've never been more sure of another person than I was of him when he said that.
Out of the chaos of war, from the rubble, a young John was able to forge a purpose for himself. A purpose that would drive him to become the hero the galaxy would one day need him to be. This is the kind of turn in a story that gives me patriotic goosebumps. I was feeling genuinely moved on my trip back home. When I got there, though, Ellie Bloom was going to ruin all that for me.
Hey, I just wanted to follow up with you about your story. I'm really confused.
Okay,
Remember how I said I was going to tell my friend Katrina about it?
Katrina was that other girl in John's neighborhood, the third wheel in Ellie's childhood stories of playing with John. Ellie had moved off planet in 2517, but Katrina had stayed.
She said that John was dead. He died when he was 6.
Wait, what?
John was perfectly healthy, but then he just started wasting away. At first they thought maybe it was some autoimmune thing, and then they thought it was something else, and then something else, and then meanwhile he's getting all these tests, but the doctors couldn't figure it out at all, and his parents were panicking. It sounded horrible.
Then John died. Just like that. I had no idea what to make of this. Ellie seemed convinced, though, so I got her to put me in touch with her friend Katrina. Katrina wouldn't let me record the interview, but this woman was adamant. I wanted to discount what she was saying, but she seemed to remember it so vividly, providing extensive detail, I couldn't ignore it. As far as this person was concerned, John was dead. Before I could even begin to wrap my head around that claim, though, here was the kicker from Katrina. John's parents were alive and well in Elysium City all the way up until Katrina left the planet in 2528, 4 years after their supposed death. She was wrong. She had to be thinking of someone else, or she was lying. Why would she lie, though? I had to admit she seemed pretty convincing, but it didn't make sense otherwise. I still thought I could fix the story, though. Make the pieces fit. Make it make sense. But what I didn't realize was that this crack was only the beginning. And the whole ugly mess was about to split open. Please join me for the next episode of Hunt the Truth.
Thoughts? I'm coming through your speakers pretty loud.
It was going through my speakers pretty loud. So he was dead at 6. And his parents still alive supposedly 4 years after their death. Cover up?
See, now they're making a legitimate, complex plot, whereas in the past, Halo didn't necessarily have one. You look at like Halo 1 when it first came out, it was nothing like this. It was nothing this in-depth. There was not really a big character line, you know. It's incredible how far they've taken it. The more I think about it, the more I just think about that. But thoughts about this? I don't even know what to make of it.
That's where I'm at. It's like I don't know what to say about it. It's okay. So John's supposedly dead at the age of 6. Well, if he died at 6, who the hell is the older version that he's talking to? You know?
Right.
Or is it like, they said in the books he was kidnapped, right? So he was kidnapped and then maybe
said he was dead?
Right, that's what I was going to get at. Is that maybe he was maybe that's what they did with the orphans. Maybe the orphans they took and rehabilitated them, and they had some diseases or something, and they had some program that did this for them. But also it took them from their families, something of that nature.
We can only wait and find out.
Right.
I mean, what we got. October. Yeah, we got ways to go still. 6 months. My girlfriend just said 6 months. We got ways to go.
Yeah.
And if they do this once a week, they're starting when he's a kid, so it could last a good while up until his adult life in the Halo 4. Even covering Reach and him escaping Reach.
Well, there's too many. The plot has become very thick, so there's so much speculation. Especially now. Before, I felt like it was more of a... I don't know how you would put it. The plot itself didn't feel as rich. You know, now it's feeling more rich. More something like a television show versus like a good TV show. I mean, like a Breaking Bad TV show. You know, the plot has gone to that point. It's really making it much more intense. Unbelievable. Ever since Reach came out, I feel like the plot has thickened a lot. They really wanted to do that with the game. And that's really, I know that's what really 343 has done with the game. It's really made the game a plot-driven game. Whereas you look at what Bungie did in the past. They did a pretty decent job with the plot. At first they started off, like I said, it wasn't that great. But they did a pretty good job. But you look at their other games, same issues. They don't have somebody who writes out these amazing plot-driven games. They don't have somebody that really does that. So it's become unbelievable. I don't even have any theories besides what you were saying legitimately, which is I believe that he didn't die, that he was taken as a kid and to be turned into this super soldier. But at the same time, how old was he when he was taken?
That's a good. I think he was 6 when he was taken, though.
So I mean,
that's the only thing I can realize. He's taken at 6, so they just said he's dead. Tell the people he died in some explosion or something. Can't find the body. I don't know. It's just.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely a twist in that whole thing of he's. There's records stating that John died at the age of 6. And the fact they had the 2 childhood friends of John. Because I don't remember or even thinking like anybody from his time point was even still alive. You know?
Right.
But definitely Oh, I can't wait till next week.
Definitely can't wait to see more. I know what you're gonna say. I got you.
I can't wait for next week's audio clip.
That was
too much of a teaser.
But do you got
anything else that you would like to
talk about or?
Nope. I think I'm good.
All right.
Honestly, I cannot wait to get back to playing Neverwinter. Just solid. You got to get in here with me.
I'm about to come back. I might actually stream.
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it. Go ahead,
guys. We can live stream this if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead, guys, and like and subscribe to our channel. Give us a tweet. It's up there in the corner. If you want to play Neverwinter with me and Nezzy here, go ahead and send us messages on Xbox at Attack Nezzy or the Deadman 1. Like and subscribe, man. Hit those like buttons. Come on, this is how this works. Yeah,
this is how this stuff works.
Give us some love, and we'll give you love in return.
Not
physical love, but emotional. And we'll catch you all next week.
You got that. It's all you.
And we'll catch you guys next week.